Namaste and good afternoon, everybody. I was going to go through one other subject on my list, and it was the Temple of Khajuraho, and to hopefully get a feeling of what genuine Tantra is. So that is, the hope. I mean, we'll see where this goes. And, because with, Tantra, the way it's interpreted now, it just is, for the most part, centered on sex here in the West and other areas as well, I'm sure. And so this is just to, see where this goes. And, I don't know. Let's just get started with it. Okay, so this is khajuraho here, and then this is the lingum that is within this temple. Okay, so khajuraho workings on the outside are very much workings that are showing more worldly energy, sexual energy, and drama. All that comes with worldly activity. The feeling on the outside of this temple is, just shows or has that force of material or physical connection and worldly drama, is really the best way to put it. Let's see if this is pretty much it, though. Okay, so no. So it is also a portrayal of female, male energies bonding together. Okay, and okay, so it wears that kind of thing on the outside. Okay, so it's like the outside feels like it's more the makings of men and, men and women, in which that the sense of physicality is focused on primarily. So that is really what a lot of what the energy resonates of outwardly. Okay, so practitioners of Tantra many times can get caught up on what is the external feelings, such as sexuality, ecstasy, and flesh, truly. And so this is what it's showing, is that many as well, it's showing that if that's where the mindset is, then one has not gone at all into the depths of what is truly meant by Tantra. Okay, so Tantra, what one sees in their mind with Tantra is a red and black stripe, and the red is, Shakti fire, as well as a sacrifice one makes, like blood red, to undergo the journey, to seek the heart, to seek truth. And this is the feeling of the red and the black being the rich absolute. So those are bonded together as one. Okay, so fire. There's a lot of fire. The fire is is potent. And within the tantric energies, it is a secretive practice, truly, in which most that do practice it without the right master will go off on the wrong avenues. They're going to go into these alleys of attempting to achieve bliss through physical pleasure. Okay, now is this the right way to find the truth? Okay, so no, I mean, it's just not. It lies beyond that. And actually doing that, does it, let's see if it actually has, you know, any staying power with any bliss that might come from that. Okay, so again, one is showing stillness and the heart. Okay, the heart is where that's found, and which it lives within this temple. You know, you're not going to find it on the outside of the temple of the heart, or the temple that one, you know, this is like the journey that one goes through. They start with more the grosser experiences of life. You know, it's gross, it's something you can touch, feel, taste, more experience through the body, mind, and then you know, all of it, the pleasure seeking, and then to go deeper into the mystic, you know, path, and follow that. And so this is, you know, just so many get caught up just on these externals. So what this reading is saying again, that the tantra, okay, the tantric master is one that has gone beyond all of these, all of the cities and the powers. I mean, there may be powers that are still there, but they are not caught, you know, they're not attached to any of that. They are much higher than that, or you see it floating up. Okay, their consciousness is higher than, you know, the physical, all the physical activities and dramas and antics, really, okay, that are on the within worldly stuff. Okay, and they just are higher than that. A true master, that's not where they live, really. So one does need the right master to truly practice this. It's very esoteric. It's really meant for those that have the right connection, again, to the right conditions, the right master. Otherwise, it's just a playground, truly, and you're just going to stay here. You're going to stay in this realm. It's really, you know, it's really, you know, Tantra has really been made a joke of in many ways. It's been tarnished by these the way that it's portrayed now. Like, you know, that's not it at all. And it's really very sad that it's been done that way, because it's just such a, it's got so much magnetism. It's like the rich dark earth. It's very it's probably one of the more powerful forces that one can imagine, truly. It's just you know, it's mysterious, it's magical, it's deeply mystic. So it really, those, all of the elements of the earth are there, the air, the heavens. It's all there within Tantra, and the practices are really so, you know, to be one that the Tantric master would give, that is where those practices are imbued with the energy of that master. I mean, not something that you can just go grab on the net or grab in a group, or someone that has no clue really what it is. You're going to get yourself into trouble possibly with this stuff. So, you know, you can play for, you know, only so long, but it will catch up. It's just not a good idea. So again, it's making an excuse to have sex whenever, and to just, you know, not have any self-restraint, ethics, you know, and just calling it spirituality. This is just really stains Tantra, although it can never be stained truly at heart. It just can't be. Let's see if some tantrics were celibate. Okay. There were some, okay, not all. So you see no, you see a bigger yes. And the celibacy, really, celibate in terms of, you know, not having physical connection. Okay, so there is some yes, some no. So, you know, some tantric masters are celibates. Okay, so what does that mean with all the sex stuff? Okay, that throws it right out the window. Not all, because really celibacy is of mind. It's when the mind is still. It's when it's completely in its more, true nature, without all the, desires and attachments and all the thoughts rising and weighing it down. So that's true celibacy. But there were also some masters again that practice celibacy as part of their practice. So that's again part of it. So it can't be put in a box like people want to do. Some of the practices were shocking that came out that the tantric master would put out, breaking certain stereotypes within the mind and breaking them down, wearing them down, breaking different identifications, like I'm this and I'm of this certain class and standard and so high up or so low down. Okay, so some of the practices came to break those chains of hierarchies of power, of judgment. And let's see if this was really effective. Okay, so it was. And this they used, I don't know how much they still use these practices in India. Let's see. Okay, so it's light, because India has really so much masquerading of these things now, and people trying to make money and cheat and lie. And so, it doesn't have that same weight that it used to carry, but it does resonate of some of that energy. Okay, so there's such to go through this is once more is to say there's such a mistaken notion of tantra. It's been, why am I hearing? It has germs on it, okay? It really means that it's just been put out in a way that, it is. It's like it makes it feel more like it's just been stained, in what was said. So, okay, so this tantra, all right, so it does have to do with the absolute, with stillness, with beauty, with mystery, with pure life, in which one uses all of life as practice. So one does not need to hide, go away into any kind of seclusion and be totally alone, like shut the door to everything necessarily with Tantra. It's everywhere. It's all. Okay, every experience is Tantra in which one can, feel that experience and help it to break down whatever bonds or attachments or illusory dream states rise forward that work to make the mind see these different forms and things. So really every experience can be used. This is Tantra. And Kundalini is a big bit of it, is a big part of Tantra. I mean, it's got that fire. It's, there to burn away the dross. And so this is, in there. It's all contained within Tantra. Okay, so if one just wants to start practicing Tantra, should they do that? If they just say, this looks good to me, it sounds good, it sounds exciting, I can do all these things, and and again say I'm spiritual, is this a good idea to just grab to it like that? It's not. Will progress come that in any way that is beneficial? Skewed. Okay, so no, there's going to be experiences. You will get experiences. You're going to close one door and open another, and you're going to get something. You're always going to get that, but it's skewed. Okay, it's not grounded, it's imbalanced. It's just, if you really want to make spiritual progress, the ones that gravitate towards this, are they really serious about making progress? They're not. They just are grabbing to experience, to anything that gives them a thrill ride, really, many of them. And so it's just, look at me, that felt so good. Anyway, so that is just, that's, again, it's making it a playground. It's making a mockery of it. So if you were really interested in a tantric master in a true way, where your heart was really open to that, would that be fine? Okay, so again, it just stays, try again to stay still and balanced. This is more important. And connect, make connections. And don't worry about, I want this master, or I want this experience, or this, you're trying to control it and put it in a box and make it your way. Here I go, I got my list here, and this is how I want it, and I'm going to order it up, and it's going to happen that way. You really close something off for yourself, because like the saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will come. And you don't really know what you need truly, as you're being your own worst enemy if you do that. So just allow grace to take care of things. If you're doing your part of staying present and aware and opening your heart and things, that's enough, really. Let's see if that's right. Okay. Seems like it's a yes. All right. So, that's anything else with this outside, this temple. Okay, so let's walk up the stairs and go inside. And one of the very clear visions I had when we were working with spirits on the other side was going into the Khajuraho temple. Really, within that vision, the consciousness was transported in there into the lingum. It was really an amazing vision, and so hey, it feels like it's a place that I've been in a way, but so you've got the outer world, all the workings, and then, going inward, we've got the lingam. So when one enters into this space, the feeling is to leave the world behind. And this is part of the renunciate path, the sannyasi path, or the sincere sadhaka, the path of the heart, going in, leaving the world behind. And as one goes in, all the noise from this outside activities begins to settle down. Okay, and you can feel it get heavier and still, and it just keeps showing that doorway of going inward. Okay, and you go in, and then there's the lingam in the center, which is the absolute, that non-dual. So, and that's deep. That's the deepest part of the journey. That's the cave, really. And it speaks to the void from which all springs, to pure life, which is, again, at the center, in the heart. And then when one comes out, it's all the same consciousness. So it's not like one can differentiate and say, here's the world, here's this, here's that, here's me, here's you. It's all the same. I mean, there's no more differentiation. So see if there's anything else that's important. It is saying no. Okay, the feeling is just be still, be still, be still. Namaste.